Not too long ago, the 6'8" forward solidified himself as one of the most prolific hoopers in all of high school basketball. And as the hype was around him being the next big thing at the college level, things didn't nearly go as how he projected them to be. But still, in the midst of all of his struggles, he just never quit on himself. Instead, he fought his way through all adversity and eventually found his way into playing basketball at the highest level. This is the Peyton Watson story. Peyton Watson was born on September 11, 2002 in Beverly Hills, California. Now, growing up as a kid, Peyton and his younger brother Christian would constantly spend time in the gym with their father Julio, and they would spend time doing foundational drills from ball handling to footwork. Now, Peyton really experienced being one of them ones on the court earlier on in his career, because while attending Long Beach Polytechnic High School in Long Beach, California, his on-court abilities allowed him to join the varsity team as a freshman. There, he would blossom into a straight problem, so much so that by the time his junior year came around, while standing at 6'8" and 180 pounds, he was putting up 23 points and 8 rebounds per game. And it was clear that he had star upside at the next levels. He could score at all 3 levels and could operate fluidly in the half-court sets, but also was deadly in fast break situations. Now, Watson would often use his 6'8" frame and his 7'1" wingspan on defense, which made him an all-around caliber player. He would finish his junior year earning more league MVP honors, but also represented the United States under-19 team and won a gold medal. Now, the majority of his senior season was unfortunately disrupted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But still, at that point in time, he was still regarded as a 5-star recruit and the 12th best ranked prospect according to ESPN in his class of 2021, which allowed him to become a McDonald's All-American. And after maintaining offers from big-time programs like Arizona, UCLA, Gonzaga, Michigan, Oregon, and Washington, the consensus 5-star recruit chose to sign a letter of intent to play college basketball at UCLA. Now, coming in, Peyton was pretty straightforward with the Bruins coaching staff on letting them know that he intended to be a one-and-done type of player, leaving for the NBA after 1 year of college. But truthfully, he would run into a bit of a problem. That was that due to the fact that his high school basketball senior season was postponed, he arrived to college out of shape. And on top of that, he joined a well-experienced UCLA group that had already advanced to the Final Four of the NCAA tournament just a year earlier. And also all 5 starters had returned. And so because of that, he had no guarantees about his playing time. But Watson really bought into being a pretty stellar defender since the Bruins had already established scores. And on top of that, his defense was significantly more advanced than his offense. Now, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world to adjust to, but he just knew that he was going to have to find some type of way to make his presence known. Watson would go on to end his freshman year only maintaining averages of 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 12 minutes per game. But things got even worse. He made just 32% of his field goal attempts and 23% of his 3-pointers. And his playing time throughout the season was pretty sporadic, and he only played just 10 minutes or more in just 2 out of the last 7 games of the season. Now, following the relatively underwhelming freshman year, he would receive honorable mention for the Pac-12 all-freshman team. And in the midst of all of his struggles, there were a few teams that did see the upside and foresaw that he could impact the game with his length and offensive potential. So following just 1 year with the Bruins, Watson would enter the 2022 NBA draft. There, he would be selected 30th overall by the OKC Thunder, but he would then be traded to the Denver Nuggets along 2 future 2nd-round picks for JaMychal Green and a 2027 protected 1st-round draft pick. Now, as Watson was projected a long-term project, he would spend time developing in the G League, but he would get to experience ending his rookie season as an NBA champion when the Nuggets beat the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. And as one of the Nuggets defensive anchor in Bruce Brown found his way in Indiana, Peyton has made pretty solid progress, especially on the defensive end. Now, currently he is averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist a contest, but his overall impact truly does transcend beyond his stats. Peyton Watson has had one of the more so interesting journeys in the recent memory, as from being regarded as a highly talented basketball recruit coming out of high school to being a first-round draft pick and winning a ring in his first season. He really does have the opportunity to really learn from some of the best players and take that next step.
Just knowing how to work, learning how to work. There's never a missed opportunity with me to get better. Optional shooting before practice, after practice, during practice, I give it my all, and I'm really seeing the dividends from it.
Last year, we just had aspirations and goals of winning a championship. This year, we know what that's like. We've done that before. So we want to stay at that level. We have a standard we have to uphold, and I think that standard of excellence is being carried out in practice.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Peyton Watson story.